Welcome to World at Work TV. I'm Allison Avalos, and I'm joined today by Savannah Albright of Dentsply International, and we're talking about global wellness programs. Savannah, can you talk about your global wellness initiatives and how it was established?
Around 2008, we saw an increase in claims costs, so we were looking for a way to minimize this increase. So what we decided is that we wanted to kind of create a culture of health and wellness within our organization. So in 2009, we started a pilot program in York, Pennsylvania, where we're headquartered. And that first year, we just did a physical activity challenge among our York divisions. So there were about 4 divisions that participated, and we just kept it local. In 2010, we expanded to reach all of our US divisions. And that year, we also incorporated a health risk assessment and a smoking cessation program. And then 2011, we finally were able to go global. And in 2011, we were able to come up with a committee that included 17 committee members representing 13 different countries. When we first were established, we only had HR members as the committee representatives. In order to incorporate other departments and employees outside of HR, we had a slow process where we phased in different expansion steps. Phase 1, we wanted to expand and understand the different cultures and the health risks that impacted those cultures. So we distributed a survey to our committee members, and the survey, we asked them what were the health risks for their culture, their location, and then what wellness topics they wanted to focus on. So it kind of gave us a good starting ground. And then phase 2, we started to include members from outside of HR. Phase 3 is when we started to get feedback and hear about the different initiatives and activities that happened at the locations, what they were doing or what they planned to do. And then phase 4 was the branding of the program. Since we had this global platform for the program, we wanted to brand it and make it known to all employees, and so that they could see this logo and understand what it stood for.
So tell me how you went about creating a brand for the wellness program.
Sure. We created a brand by having an open forum on our committee calls. The committee members were able to share their thoughts and ideas for what they wanted the mission statement to include and what they wanted the brand to look like. We also had some of the committee members that had previous wellness programs share their marketing and logoing. And then we took the ideas and went back to our internal marketing group, where they helped us come up with different logos. And at each step in the way, we would go back to the committee members and allow them to give their feedback, what they liked or what wouldn't translate well for their locations. It truly was about getting their feedback and making sure that whatever we would go with in terms of the mission statement and logo, that it would translate well across the organization within the different cultures.
So once you had this brand established, what kinds of activities were involved in announcing that brand?
To announce the brand, we had a letter from management go out to all employees, and then we also had posters go up at the divisions showing the new logo and announcing the focus areas for that quarter. In addition to those 2 communication pieces, we put together a video with our graphic artist. And in the video, we had photos of employees participating in physical activity. They were, snorkeling, hiking, biking, all of that sort of thing. And so employees got to see other, employees across Dentsply participating in this physical activity to try to get them excited for what was coming with the program. And then we also had a message in the video from senior management. It was kind of like a testimonial story to pull it all together and help us go forward with this new program.
So when we think about the global nature of your program, can you talk about some of the specific challenges, maybe some learnings that came out of implementing this around the world?
Yeah, there were a few challenges that we faced. There was a slow start with our Asia populations, so it was definitely, we did a little bit of introduction with them, and it was a slow start to build the program. Once it was built, it was very well received. Another challenge is just an ongoing challenge to make sure that the focus areas or the communications fit within the different cultures. An example is we were suggesting to do a quarterly focus area on finance and financial wellness, and it wasn't necessarily as well received in some of the cultures outside of the United States and outside of North America. So So it wasn't something we were able to go with because it didn't translate well. So it's definitely something that we constantly are making sure that we have good cohesiveness and making sure that everything works well across the entire organization.
What do you feel like it is about your wellness program that sets it apart from others?
Our global focus is definitely one thing. Every step of the way we have to consider the global impact and how it will be received in those cultures. We currently have 44 committee members representing 24 countries, so there's always some other culture that we have to think about when we do communications or messaging and that sort of thing. Another thing that sets us apart is that we do quarterly focus areas. So each quarter, our wellness focus and topic is changing. We've done physical activity, we've done diet and healthy eating, we've done prevention and heart health and oral health. So we constantly change the messaging each quarter so that it's a different topic and so that employees aren't bored. It also helps unify us globally because there is that focus that we're all doing activities under, but you still have the freedom within your location to implement activities that work for your culture.
Thanks, Savannah.
Thank you.
For World at Work TV, I'm Allison Avalos.